What's up, guys? Welcome back to RCR. Our first 4-13 matchup we'll discuss is the Friday night 7-10 game taking place at the Barclays Center in New York City in Brooklyn. It's Duke and Vermont. Let's talk about Duke first because they are 24-8, coming off of I would say, around a little below average Duke season. They obviously got ousted early in the ACC tournament to the eventual champion, NC State, but they didn't beat North Carolina this year, and the best win on their resume, other than a win against Baylor, is maybe a win versus Clemson or Wake Forest. This team hasn't won the big games that you expect out of Duke. So, of course, they have 24 wins. They're 24-8, but they lose their last two, and there could be some signs of fatigue for a team that really relies on just 6 players. Obviously, Caleb Foster's out right now. He's hurt. He's not going to be playing. You rely on guys like Jared McCain, Kyle Filipowski, Jeremy Roach. A little too much for my liking. But Filipowski, he's averaging 17 on the year. Roach is averaging 14. McCain, in my opinion, is the best player on this team. I think this team goes as far as Jared McCain goes when it comes to March. This team is a very solid defensive team. They only give up 67 a game. They score 80. They're balanced. They never rely too much on the three. If they want to go inside to Filipowski, they can do that. If they want to rely on McCain, Roach, Mark Mitchell from downtown, they can do that as well. But they're going up against a Vermont team that is a very, very sound defensive team, and they continue to make the tournament, and they're waiting. They're just trying to finally break through. They're a top 10 defense. They're led by Shamir Bogues, who was American East Newcomer of the Year this year. He averaged 11-5. They also have TJ Long averaging 12 points per game. The difference between Duke and Vermont is Duke relies on their 6-player rotation. Vermont has 7 players that average over 20 minutes per game. They've won 19 of their last 20. They've got the experience. They've got the coach. This is their 3rd straight trip to March Madness. Are they finally going to break through and win? Who knows? It's a tough matchup for Duke. I feel like if Vermont was playing a different 4 seed, if they were playing a 4 seed like Alabama or even Auburn, I might take him. But for some reason, I feel like Duke just has too much talent. And I know you can't always just look at talent when it comes to who you're picking, but I mean, they have 2 similar opponents. Duke played Virginia Tech, and Duke smoked Virginia Tech. Duke won by 10 at Virginia Tech. Vermont plays Virginia Tech. They lose by 20. So it's tough to know if Vermont's really going to show out. I think if this is a spread, I'm taking Vermont on the spread, but if I'm taking it for the bracket, as of right now, Sunday, I'm taking Duke. Give me Duke. I like Jared McCain too much. I think Filipowski does good enough. I mean, I don't really like him. The whole tripping thing, it's gross. But I do think the loser of this game struggles James Madison because I think James Madison beats Wisconsin in that first round game. So give me Duke to hold on in a close one.